Namaste, and welcome to Yoga for Heroism. I think heroes are extraordinary people who are willing to risk great consequences and sacrifices in order to accomplish a noble goal. Joseph Campbell describes a hero as someone who ventures forth from the world of the common day into the region of supernatural wonder. Fabulous forces are there encountered, and a decisive victory is won. The hero comes back from this mysterious adventure with the power to bestow boons on his fellow man. The hero or heroine undergoes a process of metamorphosis during their quest, requiring them sometimes to swallow their pride, but never abandon their goal. If you are willing to step outside your comfort zone, you will transform your yoga practice with additional skill and wisdom. I want to just offer a precaution that your safety is always primary, comes first. So if you don't feel safe doing a pose, it's no crime to leave it out. On the other hand, if you feel inspired to try something a little more adventurous or challenging, give it a shot, and if it doesn't work out perfectly the first time, there's no shame in that. You can come back to it at a later time and refine your skill more. The Fearless Heart Mudra fits the bill today. And making this mudra, cross the right wrist over the left wrist, intertwine the pinkies, touch the ring finger to the tip of the thumb, and then wrap the middle and first fingers, bringing them in front of the heart. Lift up the heart, roll the shoulders back, take a deep breath to sit tall. Exhale, focus muscular energy into the core of the pelvis, drawing the navel in and pressing the sitting bones down. Inhale to become taller, more courageous, more heroic. Using the mantra for Durga, we say this mantra to help feel less afraid and to invoke great protection. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. And now together. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. This is salutations to the goddess Durga, the feminine energy which protects from all manner of negative influences and gives strength. Now, start on our stomach in prone position, coming to child's pose. So separate the knees, keep the big toes touching together, and walk the hands forward, lowering the forehead. Inhale, lift up through the armpits, widen the back of the neck, and exhale, pull the navel to the spine. Feeling safe in this pose. This familiar, easy, comfortable pose. But somehow wanting more. Lifting up the hips. And then bringing the hips and chest forward. Roll down to the mat. Come into Sphinx pose. Press down through the elbows. Pull the shoulder blades back. And lengthen the neck. Release any tension, nodding the head perhaps from side to side. And rocking the hips. Rolling the hips from side to side. Letting the head turn. Good. And then slide the hands back under the shoulders for Cobra pose. And curl the head and shoulders up. Pull the elbows back. Squeeze the buttocks. And then a little serpentine movement. And then push back to table pose and kneeling position. Balance on the left knee and lift the right leg. Flex the ankle, maybe circle the ankle. Give it time to loosen up. And then balance on the right arm, lift the left in bird dog. Gaze down towards the mat to lengthen the back of the neck. Breathe complete breaths. And one more. And rest the hand and knee back down. Circle the hips. And then the opposite way. And we'll do the second side. Balance on the right knee. Lift the left leg. Circle the ankle. Balance on the left arm. Lift the right arm. Breathe into the back side of the body. A part that's unseen, a bit of a mystery. And try and gain more awareness of what's happening in those muscles in the back of the shoulders, in the back. And rest, bring the hand and knee down. Curl the toes and lift up the knees. And begin to walk the knees, letting the hips rock, circle, or any other movement that feels natural in your body. To start stretching the calves, the hamstrings. And balance on the left foot and lift the right leg up. Three-legged dog. And switch the right foot down and lift the left leg up. And release both feet to the mat. And now, okay, lower the knees into hero pose. Appropriately, Virasana. Become the hero of your adventure here now. About to set off into the unknown. Taking the protection of Durga with you for confidence. And marshaling your willpower to stay focused on your goal. Now inhale, the hips lift up for camel pose, Ustrasana. And here's our first step into the world of the unknown, the moving into the back, the unseen, by tilting the head back and still pressing the hips forward. Now squeeze the buttocks, lift the heart, and if you can, reach down to the heels, keeping that buoyancy in the chest, the length in the back of the neck. And then release, lift up with the arms. And then rest the hands down in front of you to the mat. We'll come back into downward dog, lifting the knees. And now straightening the knees to press the heels down as you exhale. Relaxing the shoulders as you inhale. Finding length as you exhale to extend from the heart out through the fingers. And to extend from the tailbone down through the heels. Now turn the heels to the right, side plank, balance on the right arm. And then lift the left up. Open the chest, lengthen the throat, and lift the hips. And if you like a little more adventure, you lift the top leg. And lower, feet to the mat, hands down, and press back to downward facing dog. Take complete breath in and complete breath out. And to the second side, Vashisthasana. Turn the heels to the left and balance on the left arm. Inhale, lift up the right. Open the chest, the throat. Maybe balance on the outside of that left foot. And maybe try lifting the right leg up now. And release the hands and feet. Then step right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, squeeze into the core. Walk the hands up to the right knee. Roll the shoulders back. Steady with muscular energy. Lift the arms. Breathe courageously. You can do this. Now release. And the hands down. And start to straighten the front knee into a pyramid pose. Squeeze the kneecap. Lift up the front toes. And press down through the back heel. Through this right heel. As you exhale, tuck in the tummy and begin folding deeper. Inhale, lift the back up. Keep the left hand underneath the left shoulder and sweep the right arm out to the side. Turn to that right side and revolve triangle. the right hand. And bend the right knee and bring the right arm inside the right knee for a deeper thigh stretch. The lizard lunge. Squeeze the inner thighs, lift the heart, and on the exhale, deepen the stretch. Coming lower, maybe sometimes you can come down to the elbows. And bring the palms to the floor. Lift up the back knee and straighten the back leg. Inhale, lengthen the back. And exhale, bend the elbows. Now try and tuck the right elbow underneath the right thigh. Make a little shelf on the upper arm. And then wiggle the right toes forward. Come to the arm balance if you wish by lifting the legs. Ekapada Kundanyasana. And then go back to downward dog. Now, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, lengthen the neck and spine. And exhale, firm the muscles in the hips and pelvis. Begin to lift the hands up to the front knee. Roll the shoulders back, relax. You can do this. Raise the arms. You've got the courage. You've got the power. Don't stop. And bring the hands down. And start to straighten the front leg. Walk the toes forward a bit and lift up the toes. Now lengthen the back, lengthen the neck. On the exhale, squeeze the kneecap, tighten the tummy. And be willing to back off some on the inhalation so that you can assess, fine-tune the alignment. Apply any additional muscular energy wherever it's needed to protect yourself and deepen the fold. And then bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder and sweep the left arm out to the side, like you're in revolved triangle, except in this kneeling position, as we prepare and eventually do this in a standing position. And bring the left hand down, but bring it to the inside of the left leg and maybe widen the left foot to the side. Inhale, lengthen the arms, and exhale, bend the elbows, tighten the inner thighs. You can stay there or curl the back toes under, lift up the back knee. Inhale, lengthen the arms, and exhale, bend the elbows. You can stay like that, or go into the arm balance, tuck the left elbow under the back of the left thigh. Wiggle the left toes forward and wider to the side until all the weight's on the upper left arm. And you can lift the back leg too in this fun Ekapada Kundanyasana. Good. I see you're all doing that. That's great. Step back to downward dog and relax a little. Walk the knees. And coming to the front of the mat, step or hop forward. And exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, deep forward bend. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms. Stand all the way. And exhale, hands to Fearless Heart Namaskar. The Fearless Heart Mudra. So we remember here. And then holding at the heart. Step up to the front of the mat. Roll the shoulders back. And just stand in your strength, in your courage, the hero that you are. And release the arms. Inhale, sweep them back up, arch back. Then exhale, swan dive forward. Bend the knees and step the right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Take a breath. And exhale, bring the hands down. And step left foot back, downward dog. Take a breath there. Inhale, bring the shoulders forward, high plank. Exhale, knees down, hips, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push back up to table. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward, step right foot up. Then lower left knee down. Inhale, lift the arms. Take a breath here. And bring hands back down. And inhale, step left foot forward to meet the right. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Then inhale, lift up tall, palms touch. And exhale, hands to Fearless Heart Mudra. Rest for a breath. Release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up, arch back. Then exhale, slowly fold. Swan dive down. Bend the knees, step left foot back, lower left knee. Inhale, arms raise. Take a breath. Exhale, hands down. Step right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the shoulders forward, high plank. Exhale, knees down, hips, chest, and chin rolling forward. Inhale, curl up and cobra. And roll back down. Inhale, push up to table. Exhale, press back, downward dog. And after a full breath in, long breath out, step left foot forward, lower right knee down. Inhale, lift the arms. Take a nice breath. Lower the hands down and step right foot forward. Inhaling halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Then inhale, lift the arms, touch the palms. And exhale, rest the arms at your side. Relax. Take a water break. And we'll continue with some warrior. Please step right foot back, warrior one. Bend the left knee. Look at the feet. And when you feel your feet secure, steady, hold that alignment, hugging the muscles to the bone, the navel to the spine. Reach up through the arms and lengthen the thumbnails up as you reach the tailbone down. So there's no pinching in the lower back or in the back of the neck. You are warrior Virabhadrasana. Good. Now, warrior one, lower the hands to the front knee, coming to pyramid pose, starting to slide the hands down that front shin, going in small, easy stages, one breath at a time. Straightening the front knee more as you exhale and pulling the thigh bone up into the hip socket so this left hip doesn't start swinging out to the side. And now keeping the right hand underneath the right shoulder, we'll do a revolve triangle. Lift the left arm. And turn to gaze out at the left thumb. Roll the shoulders back. Good. And bring the left hand to the left hip. Tap the back foot forward. Balance on the front leg. Lift the right leg parallel to the mat. The right hand under the right shoulder for balance. Then again, open the left arm, twist to that side, revolved half moon. And lower the back foot, lower the hands, and step back to downward dog. After a few relaxing breaths, inhale, look up, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And inhale, hop or step to the front. Then fold over straight legs. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, rest the arms. Pause and assess where you are in your journey, in your quest. Still focused on your goal. Still courageous. And stepping the left foot back, begin warrior one on this side. Bend the right knee. Looking at the feet, make sure they're positioned strongly, carefully. Hold that alignment with muscles in the pelvis, in the legs and thighs. Lift the arms, breathe into the back of the body, taking your awareness into that unseen part of yourself where we must journey to find wholeness and completion in our quest. Good, and release. Lower the hands to the front knee. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the neck and spine. And exhale, slide the hands down to the shin, the ankle, or eventually to the floor with the fingertips. Draw that thigh bone up into the hip, the right hip crease back. Parshvottanasana. Now this is our pyramid. Now Parivrtta Trikonasana, our revolved triangle. So the left hand under the left shoulder, begin to sweep the right arm out to the side. And draw the right shoulder back, the armpit back. Good. Now bring right hand to right hip. Tap the back foot forward, or front foot back, and lift up the back leg. So balance now on the right leg. Straighten the back knee. The toes point down towards the floor. And we're going to start to open the right arm again, this time in half moon. Revolved, Parivrtta, Ardha Chandrasana. And lower, release, and back to down dog, our old friend. Right? Now, a variation of down dog is the twist, where we walk the feet in a little closer to the hands, enough to make sure the heels are easily touching the mat. The feet as wide as the width of the mat. Now, with the right hand, thread it under and hold the outside of the left shin. Twist and look up through the armpit. And release the right hand back to the front of the mat, and we'll take the left hand, thread it under, hold the outside of the right shin. And press the right hip back. And release, hands forward to the front. And we can come once more to the front of the mat by inhaling, lifting the heels. Exhale, bending the knees to the chest. And then hop forward. And fold. Very good. Widen the feet to the width of the mat. Squat down. The elbows inside the knees. Try to lift the hands and balance on the feet. Draw the shoulders back. Lengthen the back of the neck. And while the elbows are widening the knees apart, the knees are squeezing in against the elbows and the upper arms. So toning the inner thighs, hug the knees into the midline. And then bring the hands down to the mat, or Bakasana. We'll lift the heels up, balance on the hands. Tilt the shoulders and head forward enough to lift one foot, and then the other foot. When you're finished, lower the toes and rest. We come back to stand. So, walk back to the front of the mat. And we'll begin Warrior Two. This time, keep the feet close to the center line, the midline, and step the right foot back. Turn the right toes 90 degrees to the side, and then bend the left knee. If the knee's going in front of the ankle, move that back foot deeper behind. Inhale, lift the arms. Make sure you're not leaning way forward over the left hip, but you have the shoulders equal over both hips. Take 3 more breaths. Good, and reverse the warrior. Lift the left palm up. Keep the back knee straight. Good, and release. Bring the left elbow to the left thigh, and the right arm bring forward over the ear. Parshvakonasana. And bring the right hand to the right hip. And tap the back foot in closer to the front foot. Balancing now on that front leg, the left leg, reach down to the floor for half moon. We'll lift the right leg, open the toes to the side, and then possibly open the top arm to the sky. You can also do your sugar cane, bending the right knee towards the chest, bind the right hand to the right ankle, and then press the right knee back, away, arching the back. Yes, tricky balance. All right, release both feet to the mat and fold forward over the legs and limp ragdoll. And slowly rise. Inhale, lift back, stand tall, lift the arms. And exhale, rest the arms. Take pause. Recommit to your quest, to your goal. This noble goal of making your body healthier, stronger, more flexible, more resilient. And we'll do the second side with our warrior 2, Virabhadrasana, and bend the right knee. Open the arms. Find alignment, balance, and ease through deep breaths. Recommit to your goal. With strength and courage. Now reverse warrior, lift the right palm up. Keep the back knee straight. Good, and bring the right elbow down to the right knee, the left arm over the ear. Extended side ankle. And bring the left hand to the left hip. Tap the back foot in closer for half moon. And bring the right fingertips down underneath the right shoulder. Lift the left leg. Turn the toes to the side. And lift the left arm. Sugar cane pose. Bend the left knee, bind the left hand to the left ankle, and then open the left knee back up, out, arching the back. And release the left foot down next to the right. Fold forward and limp ragdoll. Or like an elephant trunk, just kind of sweeping back and forth. And then we'll come down to downward dog. Step back, downward dog. Okay, let's lower knees down. Take a good rest. Any water if you need. Child's pose. Whatever gives you a chance to catch your breath. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through dolphin pose and headstand, Shirshasana. If you don't feel safe doing headstand, you could go to a wall where you have the wall behind you, or if you have a partner, have your partner be ready to spot you without endangering themselves. Keeping to the side, and you can just leave it out too. That's fine. So dolphin pose is where we're starting as a prep to build more muscular strength in the backs of the shoulders. So bring the forearms down. So the forearms or the elbows are shoulder width apart. And curl the toes under, lift up the knees, and press the chest towards the thighs. So your nose is coming towards the elbows. Now inhale, come to a plank position. Your nose is more towards the fingers. And exhale, lift the hips and press back, nose to elbows. So inhale to plank and exhale to dolphin. And last time, plank. And then to dolphin. And release the knees, rest them down. And I'll talk you through Shirshasana, the headstand. So making a tripod with the forearms, interlace the fingers lightly, but don't interlace the pinky fingers. Leave the pinkies flat on the mat, the elbows shoulder width apart. And then you have a cup in your palms, and the thumbs can hold the back of the skull. And bring the forehead, then the top of the forehead to the mat, the thumbs on the back of the skull, and the pinkies pressing into the mat. Lift up the knees and walk the feet in closer. Okay. Lift one foot, bring the knee to the chest, and then the other foot lifts and both knees are to the chest. And then we're going to gradually, slowly, straighten the legs to the sky. You may need to adjust the exact point of your forehead that's resting on the mat. Keep the legs together. Squeeze the buttocks and lengthen the tailbone. Now you can do variations here if you like, with your legs wide to either side. And bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, keeping the knees wide at first. And then bringing the knees together, dropping the heels behind into a back bend. This is all about using that unseen part of the body. Bring the legs up to vertical. And then split the legs front to back. Bring the legs up to vertical. And split the legs the opposite way, front to back. And then just whichever foot is closest to the mat, just lower it down. And then the second down, so you're coming back to kneeling. We'll leave the forehead down for now. And try rocking the forehead gently side to side. And that's wiping some of the sweat off my brow, so that's good. And then back to child's pose. All right, good work. Coming to seated. Now for a wide leg forward bend. That warmed me up. Spread the toes, flex the ankles. Inhale, draw the lower back in, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Keep squeezing the kneecaps, pulling the thigh bones up into the hip sockets. And breath by breath, melt forward. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Inhale and lift the head up. Good. And hands under the knees, lift the knees up. And leaving the feet wide apart on the mat. Windshield wiper the knees to one side for a breath. And then to the second side. And back to the first side. And then again to the second. Let's go on to the back now, reclining position. Hug the knees into the chest. Lengthen the arms on the inhale and tighten the tummy on the exhale. Take hold of the ankles and rock the hips up into plow. Straighten the knees, lift the thighs away from the face. And you can always do a yoga mudra with the arms or use them as needed for support. Good. Now bend the knees. Arch the lower back and make a shelf with the heel of the palms to support that back of the sacrum. Okay, so you have a half shoulder stand. There's a variation here where you twist the hips. So twist them to the left, support with the left hand, and then split the legs. Now the right hand's free to bind the right foot.
And try the other side. Twist the hips. Hold with the right hand under the right hip. Split the legs. And carefully find the left foot with the left hand to bind. And come back to happy baby. Bend the knees towards the armpits, holding the ankles or the feet. And slowly turning the head side to side like a wise old owl. Returning home from your adventure with more knowledge, more wisdom, and more skill. And more humility. And we lower the feet, open the knees apart, the soles of the feet touching, reclining cobbler. Supta Baddha Konasana. And without striving, pushing, or pulling, just give the body time to surrender gracefully into the support of the floor. Safe and secure. And extend the legs out, the arms up over the head. Symmetrically lengthen from fingertips to toes. Like somebody was pulling your arms and somebody else was pulling your feet. And then rest and open the legs. Bring the arms down. And turn the palms face up. Shavasana. Spread the toes. Stretch the heels away. Spread the palms. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back. And whatever you need to do to make those final micro adjustments to make the body completely comfortable and ready to rest and become still and peaceful in the body once more. You went on an epic journey this morning, and now returning to your safe abode, you have additional skill and wisdom that you'll be able to pass on to others, as well as integrate into your daily life. Having more courage, having more fortitude, having more willpower to stay on track and complete your goals. Giving your body the rest it deserves now by relaxing all the muscles in the face and eyes, slackening the jaw, softening the neck, breathing into the shoulders and arms so they can feel comfortable, at ease, and restful. And letting the arms rest peacefully on the mat. Letting them become heavier and heavier. And just letting the hands soften and unclench. And then relaxing the chest, relaxing the back. Relaxing the stomach, relaxing the hips, relaxing the thighs, relaxing the knees,
Relaxing the ankles. Relaxing the feet. The soles of the feet soft, the toes unclenched. Your whole body sinking into the floor, feeling heavier and heavier, quiet and still, peaceful and calm, safe and secure. You successfully completed your quest. You are a true hero. But it really doesn't matter how successful you were in some poses. The fact that you were willing to try and step into this unknown adventure makes you a hero regardless. When you have a noble purpose, the world will support you in your quest. Om Doom Durgaye Namaha. Om Doom Durgaye Namaha. Om Doom Durgaye Namaha. Start to deepen your breath and awaken the muscles in your body to begin moving, stretching, and finally to roll over to the right side in a fetal position, letting your mind come back to a fully waking and conscious state. Refreshed, rejuvenated, you can come back up to easy seated pose. Congratulate you. You're all heroes. Amazing, wonderful. I bow to the heroism in each of you. Namaste.